what more evidence do you need to see that Inos Glazer partnership failed?
Nah, wait. Send it to him. Send it to him. Send it to Marcel.
Marcel, boy.
We went from 8 on the Glazers to 15, and now we don't know where we're going to be.
We don't know, yeah.
In 150 years of Manchester United Football Club, we never got beat by 10 men at Old Trafford. You know how many games that is in the history of Manchester United?
Can I read something? Yeah, there's someone put a comment under my video yesterday. Ruben Amorim record the Premier League, 39 games, 12 wins, 9 draws, 18 losses, 45 points.
I'm sorry, Saeed. I'm sorry. There's an incorrection there. Inos Glazer partnership. How many games? You got to, no longer.
But I'm talking about what you said in terms of the stat.
No, it's not Amorim. It's Ineos Glazer.
I hear you. I hear you.
Games. That's what they've done. They've broken all the records.
No, I'm just talking to you about the record here.
Amorim. Let's just deal with Ineos and them, man, because remember we said on Monday we haven't got one player playing in their position.
Yeah,
everyone's out of position except for the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
What type of madness is that? You've got a squad of players out of position to favour a manager that doesn't know what day of the week it is. Everybody out of position. What type of madness is that? Every player could play better or is suited to a different position to what they're in now. And you want us to go and win games and compete and brother, we're finished that.
But how have Ineos not looked at this though, man? Like, how have they not
Wilcox, what's Wilcox on, bro?
Wilcox, he said we believe in the idea of remember we was talking about
I'm tired of this word, man. This idea.
When you've got listen, when you have to pick a team out of position to favor a manager, where you at? Marcel, you better speak, you know. You have to speak. Because we need to understand this stuff.
I'm waiting to be spoken
to.
We
need to understand. But we need to understand why you and your man them have got all the players playing out of position. You need to make make sense.
Help us. Yeah.
Help us understand. Yeah.
Okay. No, well, obviously they've decided to back a manager, so it makes sense that obviously the way that he plays is going to have an adaptation to what players play in what position. But they're professional footballers, guys. At the end of the day, they're professional footballers, so they should be able to play in whatever position is asked of them, really, and especially when it's something that is not too far from where they're already playing. Right centre back, left centre back. I think we could all see the way that Ahmad could play right wing back. Brian has scored goals from the right 10. Obviously, he's a right winger, or what we all imagine him to be as a right winger. But we've seen him score goals on the right 10. Cunha's actually playing in his position for me. But
not really. He's been played in the 9 more than the 10.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But we see him as a 10. I think he's been purchased as a 10, Rance, for me. Obviously,
yeah, but he hasn't played there though. He hasn't played there. He played there for 20 minutes against Liverpool. He started in the 10 once this season. Once.
Yeah, but when the team's operating the way it should do, let's say that he's playing in the left 10, right? When Sesko's playing well, he's been purchased for the left 10. Let's put it like that. But right now, Ruben, he's not been very brave in his selection process, and he's trying to tweak things. He's trying to give Sesko time. Sesko's not been having preseason, so he's playing Cunha in the 9, which is somewhat understandable. He should have really been given Xerxes minutes, but we'll come to Xerxes and the individual performances from the games, because for me, I still want to talk about aspects of the manager and for me in particular the players. But it's Ineos and the Glazers. I just want to hone in on Ineos. I know Nuruddin looks at the big picture and he does it well, but for me, Ineos, they purchased the manager mid-season, guys. In Ruben, and he didn't want to come mid-season. So all the purchases that they made that summer transfer window were kind of null and void for especially for this manager. So that's what I was saying from last season. This is a right.
But we're not purchasing players for the manager. We're purchasing players for the club, for the team. Since Ineos came in, they had the vision. They had an idea how they want to play the game. They went and bought players that summer that fit the idea and the vision and want to play. Then they went and employed a manager who they believe fits that same idea and vision. So the players are not null and void. They can't be because they have a vision.
So for me, and I've always said it, and we need to look back on the videos. I need to really start making videos on this. Clubs purchase players for managers. They purchase players for managers.
No,
this idea that
they don't. They don't.
They really
They
do.
purchase players. Listen, they don't. Now you have to get it. Let's get it right. Clubs purchase players for the club.
Especially
and they
last
get
2 years.
In.
Yeah.
Let's put it.
No, not just for us. Look across.
Yeah.
They will have a list or 2 or 3, and they can ask the manager which one they might prefer out of them. But they're purchasing the players for the clubs. They're getting in managers in that believe that can suit those players and how they want to play to go and win them stuff. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Chelsea, everyone. You think Chelsea went out there and spent the money they did for Maresca or Real Madrid or Barcelona or Bayern Munich?
No, put it this way then, Musa. Let's put it this way then. Manchester United have been purchasing players for the manager for many years.
Before Ineos. Not since Ineos come in.
Even before Ineos. Even before Ineos.
Before Ineos. But since Ineos have come in, they haven't. They've come in with an idea of how they want Man United to play.
Yeah, come on, Marcel.
No.
Marcel, did the manager want Le Mans? Did the manager want Le Mans? Yes or no? He wanted Martinez. Let's be honest, though, Marcel. You have to be like, bro. These
Ruben didn't want Le Mans.
He didn't want Le Mans, bro. So
you think Mbumo you think Mbumo and Cunha, who are linked to us as well before the manager, are the manager signings? Is that what you think?
He wanted Brian and Cunha.
You think we were linked to Cunha before even my man came in?
Yeah, facts. That was a club signing.
That was a club signing.
You think last season we wanted Cunha?
Yeah, we
were. Of course, we were linked to him.
Yeah,
we were linked to him for long. Remember, he was out in Brazil when we had Ten Hag and he was smiling and he said he'd been linked to United.
Yeah. It's a United fan at the end of the day. But my question is, though, and obviously we'll get Texino as well involved there. But my question is, why are you writing off the season on Marcel? Because I still think for me, like,
wait, what? He's writing off the season. He's writing off the season.
Last season, I was speaking to last season.
Sorry. So this season you're not writing it off.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
This season we still have to get into European football. But I was saying, I'm speaking to the fact that last season, the fact that he comes in midway through the season, none of the signings are his. And he has to make, and he's implementing.
None of the signings that he's now, Marcel. Though I want you to understand, none of the signings that he's now. The signings that Ineos have brought in, these are Ineos signings. This is why I understand what Noradin's saying. But Ineos are building a squad fit enough for any manager to be able to succeed. Ineos don't. You think Ineos are sitting there thinking we made a mistake buying De Ligt, Mazraoui, all the players that they bought in last summer?
No, I think what
Marcel's trying to say is,
I think they've considered the new manager that they're coming in and purchasing for and going to back, and they've realized that he can utilize some of the purchases that they've invested in before.
If he couldn't, they wouldn't have gave him the job. I think they wouldn't have gave him the job, Marcel. I think when he had the interview, if he didn't rate Euro, Martinez, Mazraoui, Euro, all of these players, if he didn't rate them in the interview and told them I can't get nothing out of these guys, he wouldn't have got the job.
That adds to both. That adds to both sides of the way that we're looking at the same picture, Musa. That can add to my point and to yours. So, but the thing that I'm saying is, from that point going forward, there's a veto system, and and Ruben has part of that. He looks at it just as well as as Ineos and co, and he says, no, look, I can approve that player. I want that footballer at my club, or and within my system to help my team. And I think they strongly go with that. If Gyökeres didn't want to join us, so he has to. Obviously, there's a list of players, but I think they go with the option that the manager is saying this will suit my system the best. This will add to my team. Even the look at things of getting rid of players, because I've been saying for the longest time, Musa, outgoings is just as important as ingoings. So even the selection of players to leave the football club, it's not solely based on Ineos. It has so much to do with the manager. And that's another thing. Just going on to what Nuruddin was speaking about, a bomb squad is always going to happen. We're playing football for eternity. So to think that the bomb squad is gone yesterday and won't come back the next day, it's always going to happen. There's always going to be a select group of players that are either too old, poor performing, not good enough in comparison to the competition. So that thing is always going to come back. And then another thing is, who are we as Manchester United Football Club? Just on what Nuruddin was saying, we're a team that wants to dominate most games and play attacking football. We're not there right now doing it. That's the part of the process to get there and to do that for a sustained period of time. And to win
a year in, it still can't get there.
Yeah, but if you look at it from the way I'm looking at the picture, he came into, you get it, a football club that he Do you get it? Like he came halfway through the job. No players was really his players. He had to find not clicks, but players that he can trust from the past and look at certain things in a certain way. So, but if he doesn't make the decisions, which he's going to have a big say in, Musa, in terms of the new bomb squad, Bruno Fernandes. That is he a captain material? Can he play in the 8 as 2-8?
That's his man. That's his man. No one can't catch the Bruno.
The point I'm making, Musa, the point I'm making, Musa, because I back this manager currently right now, is he has to make good decisions going forward to be able to get his system to work the way it should do in attacking way to dominate and win against teams.
It will never work. It will never work. It will never work.
So
now I'm telling you, my opinion. Okay, my opinion is going to become fact. It will never work because his demands on the players and what he wants them to do in the Premier League is never going to work. If he doesn't add another player in the middle of that park, there's no way he's taking 2 players with the amount of gaps he's got in the middle of the park away to Premier League sides or at home to Premier League sides, and he thinks he's just going to be successful. He's not going to be successful.
And that's how you look at the picture. I think that's because he's got a 31-year-old and a 33-year-old in the midfield.
That he wanted to keep.
Can I finish?
That he was offered 90 million for in the summer. And he said, this is my main guy.
Yeah,
so that's why I said he will never be successful. Not because of the... Remember what I said earlier? I said,
I'm doing solution based. Musa,
let me say there's no solution because
hold on. You're jumping in. Just hold on. I'm doing solution based. You're talking about the summer, and we're in 10 games in right now, Musa. And we're seeing
no
problem, Musa. Let me finish. Hear it out first. So no problem, Musa. We're 12 games into the season now, and we're seeing as it is seeing. We're all seeing it. I've been at all the home games. I'm seeing it, and a couple of away games. I'm seeing it. We're all seeing it on the TV. Everything. Bruno's not working in this 8. So he made a bad decision in the summer. But going forward now, solution-based man, you need to change that. Casemiro, you need to change that. There is a bomb squad, Nuruddin. Delo's not good enough in the system. It doesn't work anywhere. Luke Shaw, in terms of how he wants players to play, it's not going to work.
Is that his bomb squad or your bomb squad? Is that his bomb squad or your bomb squad?
And that's what hold on, Rhino. Hold on. And that's what I was speaking to. I'm saying if he doesn't do these things, because it is my bomb squad. I win. If he doesn't do these things, Rhino.
Next game.
But next game is very difficult because you're gonna have.
Hold on a minute. I don't like this. No, Marcel, you are a clever guy, yeah. What you're basically saying, is something that you know full well the manager won't do. So basically, you're writing off the season then, because Casemiro and Bruno are not gonna be substituted or they're gonna be sold. So what are you doing? Are you expecting it to do now to then form a different judgment, or are you saying in the future? Where's your time scale, Marcel? Because I don't know where you're talking about.
Rhino spoke maybe 2-3 shows ago and said, with this squad right now, what can you do? And I listed a whole different, I've already spoken to a whole, with the current players. I'm not going to do that again. So when we're talking about right now, the big impact, like I've been saying, January is so important. The summer, that's when you can really revamp it. That's when you can really get rid of a Bruno. That's when you can really get the wages off the book and get a proper.
Are we writing off another season, Marcel? Yeah.
It's not right off another season because there's ways rants to.
Well, it is. You're talking about the summer, bro. Like we ain't got football to play.
Well, we've got January rants, which is within the season, and he still can make braver decisions, which I've been saying from the very first few games rants. He can make braver decisions where he puts more players on, and these are his faults. He has faults. He has
made them in the past. He didn't wait for January to get rid of Marcus Rashford. He rates Bruno. He's not going. Bruno should not be playing the next game based on what you're saying. If he's going to create this new bomb squad like he did with the previous one, did he wait for January to create that bomb squad? Or did he start dropping back immediately? He didn't. So the fact that you're thinking he has to wait for January, he doesn't have this bomb squad in his head.